doing? Just right here, welcome back to a new Simpsons video, and we're back with re-reviewing my favorite episodes of The Simpsons. And this episode is how you do a lockdown episode. Normally, I'm against everything revolving around a lockdown, when it comes to some kind of pandemic and stuff. One of the reasons why I absolutely hate Quarantine Crab, but this is how you do a lockdown episode right. That I can just say. I mean, yeah, there's no virus or anything, but again, they take something as innocent sounding as a caterpillar in this episode and make it where they have to put it as a lockdown in this episode. Springfield. And it starts with Marge just trying to feed Maggie, and Maggie's all into ranch. And they get all these alarms, like alerts, and yeah, we see that all these caterpillars are all over Springfield, and we see Professor Frank explaining these caterpillars, and yeah, the mayor then declares that Springfield is now in lockdown, in quarantine. So yeah, we start with the first day of lockdown, and Homer is excited because he doesn't get to go to work, and Bart is excited because he doesn't get to go to school. And of course, Lisa is just getting paranoid, or anxiety is getting best to her, and they decide to do something to take their mind off of this lockdown, and they see this show that's called Steak, Cake, or Fake. And we see this steak, and they needing to guess if it's a cake or a fake, like a cake or an actual steak, and it's cake. And Homer accidentally signs out, and he does not remember the password. And then we go to day 2 of lockdown, and yeah, these caterpillars are literally infesting all of Springfield. And yeah, we just see Kirk just saying what everybody would have been and what I would have been when it came to the COVID pandemic, and saying how much of a trying to figure out how to put it, just saying don't do lockdown. And yeah, we see that Principal Skinner and the elementary kids are on this chat, this website where they're doing this Zoom chat. And when class is over, Bart realizes that somebody left their camera on, and he gets to spy on Principal Skinner. Yeah, he's spying on Principal Skinner, and yeah, we see that his mom is with Principal Skinner's cousin. And yeah, of course, Bart and Milhouse are laughing. And Marge is trying to show all these different things that they have besides ranch for Maggie to eat. But no, she doesn't want any of them. And Homer is trying to figure out the password. And he uses this thing to go over to Ned's to get some ranch, and Ned has a whole basement full of the Rapture supplies. Yeah, he says that he's got a whole Rapture supplies. I mean, not gonna lie, Ned, even though that is a lot of stuff, you're really not gonna need all of that stuff when it happens, though. I'm just gonna say. And yeah, Homer is just being like he's going grocery shopping, getting a basket and taking some things, and gives him this Ziploc bag and saying to squirt away, and Ned just thinking of all these different things that he had to put up with. And yeah, he gives him a little squirt in a little cup. And then we go to day 3 of lockdown, And yeah, Lisa is still getting paranoid of how much this lockdown is lasting and is affecting the world. And Homer gives Lisa her Christmas present early. And yeah, it's a Malibu Stacy playset. And yeah, Bart and some of the other kids are continuing to spy on Principal Skinner. And yeah, Principal Skinner's mom is giving this quilt that she promised that she was going to give to Skinner, but it's giving to his cousin. And yeah, Lisa's playing with her Malibu Stacy, and they come to life all of a sudden and trying to remind her of the thing that she was actually free of not being reminded of. And then we go to day 4, which yeah, Homer is just having mayonnaise and trying to pretend that it's ranch. And yeah, Maggie doesn't like it, and Marge actually is angry at Ned and saying that that's it, we're gonna go in there and get some ranch. And Homer pulls out all these different tools out of the couch. And yeah, Bart is eating mayonnaise from the jar. I don't know about that. But yeah, they're still watching Skinner, and yeah, they see him crying, and of course Bart is saying that they're not going to see him like a human being, even though he is a human being. And they then decide to help their principal get his blanket back. And yeah, Lisa sees the Malibu Stacy dolls just doing this thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be to protect them. And yeah, Lisa gets shrunken down to help them. And Homer and Marge sneak into Ned's to get some ranch. And Ned comes in with a croquet mallet. And yeah, Homer starts fighting Ned. And Nelson pretends to be his caller, trying to make this deal, but of course his mom blows his cover. And yeah, Skinner's cousin gets busted. Yeah, because they catch him. And Skinner's mom just tosses Skinner's cousin out and getting infested by the caterpillars. And yeah, Ned is literally dipping Homer's whole head into the ranch. And yeah, this isn't like Ned at all. And Marge even says that, look what this lockdown has made us become. And yeah, of course Ned apologizes. And Lisa sees one of the caterpillars in, but it's just hungry. And she thinks it's kind of cute. And yeah, we go to the last day, which is day 5, and the lockdown is over. If only it took 5 days to actually end the actual lockdown, though, in 2020, though. But yeah, all of the caterpillars are all cocooned, and everybody is able to go back outside now. Things couldn't be better, except these butterflies, which bite. And now there's another lockdown happening. With these biting butterflies. I just love that they just got through with having the caterpillar lockdown, and then now the caterpillars are now these biting butterflies. And now they're gonna have to be locked in again. Having to do a lockdown again after just getting out of one. But again, this is how you definitely do a lockdown episode. For real. They really show how to do it right. At least for me to actually like it. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Catch you next one.